All right, let's just quickly recap this now then. All right, most of you are ready to move on to the next one. So remember, if I go quickly and recap what we've done here, we can basically see that to calculate the mean, we said it's the average, right? Let's quickly run through this whole thing quickly for some of you. So we're given those values 21, 23, 24. Okay, so stop here and work it out. All right, so after this, you worked it out, and we're saying that the mean is the sum of all the numbers. We have 8 numbers, so we divide it by 8. The sum comes to 272, divided by 8 is 34. That can take you like 1 minute to do. Median, your middle value. We go 4 from the left, 4 from the right, and it's going to be in between 30 and 36, so we average it, comes to 33. The mode is a most repeated number. That's 48 and 48. We got 2 of them, right? So mode is 48. Then the interquartile range is the third quartile minus the first quartile. So we go to the left-hand side, and we find halfway through it, which is the median of the left-hand side, or halfway through the left-hand side, which is 23.5 because we average it. And we've got the right-hand side, which is going to be the average of 42 and 48. It'll be 42 plus 48 divided by 2, which will equal 45. Now that we have those two values, we then subtract it, and we get our interquartile range. All right, I'm going to go through a few of these questions. All right, I'm going to go through a few of these questions now. So watch this space of here if you want to. I'm going to do one question of each level so you can see how these coordinates are working, right? So remember this one here, we start at 0 and we're jumping 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, and this is my x values. So therefore I put 3 first. Then I jump up to get to 1, so I get 3, 1. Okay, well done if you've gone to level 2. And that's how I get that coordinate already. Okay, let's do another one of these. You keep going on your side, or you can watch the video that I'm producing at the moment, or you can keep moving as well. So I want to get to that over there, but I'm going to move along the x first, then go up the y. So let's jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So this coordinate becomes 5, 4. Okay, let's move on to level 2 now. Level 2 says each square in the grid represents 1 unit. So that means if I label this, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on my x-axis and 0 over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my y-axis. They want me to put the coordinates for this. Okay, so start at 0 again. Go right first or left. In this case, we can only go right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, and jump 1 up. So that becomes 5 and 1. All right, see if you can complete the rest of them just like that. Looking at level 3 now, it says if each square on the grid represents 1 unit, type your answers without space. If a coordinate is not a whole number, type it as a decimal. It says, what is the coordinate of this one now? At the moment, I'm not going anywhere to the right. So that means I have not moved right. So I put 0. I've only moved up. So I put 2. Remember, x goes first, then y goes second. And my y is equal to 2. My x is equal to 0. So 0 and 2 is going to be my answer here. So we type it in there. Let's try another one on this level. Let's try this one over here. I start at 0, and I've now got to travel. So I've got to travel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we always go right or left first. That's our first coordinate. That number is 5. X is equal to 5. We don't go up or down, so my y value is 0. because it stays in line with 0. So well done if you are on level 3 now. That'll be the coordinate for that. You could then complete each of those. That coordinate is 0, 0. It hasn't moved at all. Let's go to level 4 now. Level 4 says each square on the grid represents 1 minute. Again, the black lines are the axes and they cross at the margin. Now we're going a little bit onto the negative possible spaces. The coordinate of the maroon point. This is my x, this is my y. In line with this, I can see y is equal to 4. And if I go down, x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 4, and my coordinate is xy. So 4, 4. And that will be the answer for that. Let's go to this one now. Don't forget we label x over here and y over here. So if I go 1, 2 to the right, that's going to be my x because it's in line with it. X equals to 2. But my y is negative now, negative 3 because I've gone down. So remember xy to negative 3. To negative 3 is the answer. Let's try this one over here. Again, go down or up for x values. X is equal to negative 3 because it's on the x-axis. Y is equal to 4. It's as simple as that. So when you put this in the coordinates, you're going to simply put negative 3 over there and 4, because that's your x and that's your y. So that's your x and that's your y. All right. Let's try this one. This one here, remember, start at the origin, you go 5 to the left, that's your x. So put it first, where your x goes, negative 5. What's my y for this dot? Positive 1. Because y is equal to 1, x is equal to negative 5. So that's going to be my coordinate, negative 5 and 1. Alright, that takes us on to the next level. Level 5. Level 5 says, what are the coordinates of the middle of those 2 points? If I look at the length of these 2 points, going from there to there, I can count them and I can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks between them. So the middle is going to be over here. Okay? Because the middle is over there, I have a coordinate that I can find for the middle. So remember, the middle is over here. It's going to be 2 blocks to the right and 1 block up. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So 2, 1 will be the midpoint. Because I went 2 to the right and 1 up to get to the midpoint. Let's try another one like this one. What happens when it's at an angle like this? How do I get that? So firstly, if I am at negative 3 and over here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is 5. The total distance from negative 3 to 5 is 8. And what's half of 8? Equal to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 means that this is going to be the halfway point, which is 1. So I know x is equal to 1, halfway between those two x's. And if I'm going downwards, I can see this is 2, and this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. I can see that that distance is 6. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that means I got to go 3 down. So 1, 2, 3, which means that that point over there will be halfway between the y values. And what is that point, by the way? That's negative 1. So y is going to be negative 1. And that will be the midpoint. 1 and negative 1. Okay, if you can't see that too clearly, this is how we did it, right? So firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a big block. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a big block that goes from there till there and there till there. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is divide the block in half. Divide the block in half like that. And you can see now it's perfectly in half, right? All parts have 4 by 3, 4 by 3, 4 by 3, and 4 by 3 blocks. So this is going to be my midpoint. What is the coordinate of that? What is the x value? 1. What is the y value? Negative 1. So this is going to be 1, negative 1. All right, maybe draw a block. Just draw a block. Let's do the next one. Let's draw a block for this one. Here's my block coming. Block. Okay. Now I want to cut the block in halves. This way and this way. And where they meet, I want to find the coordinates of that point. This is at the second position, so x equals 2. This is also at 2, so y is equal to 2 there. So this coordinate is going to be 2, 2. X, y. X is 2, y is 2. And that's how we would find that coordinate. I'll do one more for you. Over here, we've got these two coordinates over here. Block. We then half it over here this way, half it over here this way. We end up there at that point, and this point is minus 1 on the x, minus 1, minus 2 on the y. So minus 1, minus 2. That takes us to the next level, which is the picture. Now the picture says you must plot this. But when you draw this picture, you have to be able to know your coordinates very well by now. 2 to the right and 13 up. So we go 2 to the right and 13 up, 11, 12, 13 is going to be there. All right, so it says you reveal the hidden picture by plotting the coordinates by clicking 2, 13. Okay, so 2, 11, 12, 13. There. Okay, there we go. That's the first point. Then we got 3, 9. 3 to the right and 9 up. It's going to start producing an image. 2 and 7. 2 and 7. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 up. 3 to the right and 5 up. That's 4 and 5. If you click the wrong point, it won't become a red dot. 4 and 7. 4 to the right and 7 up. 6 and 5. 6 over here. 5. 6 and 5 is there. Alright, 5 and 5 is the next one. 6 and 4. So there's 4 and 6, which is there. 7 and 4, it says 7 and 4, which is there. 8 and 3, which is there. 8 and 1, which is there. That's 9 and 1. 8 and 1 would be there. 10 and 1 is there. 10 and 2 is there. And it will start forming an image as you click through that. You got to get through picture 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as its complexity increases. Alright, find the link in the assignment and work your way from the first level all the way back.